happened to him? Anyway, welcome back to another episode of the Crew PvP in Dallas. I'm trying to remember what, like, state Dallas is in. Somewhere in the south, obviously. I don't know what the heck's going on with the guy back there. He's like, not moving all that much. Maybe he, like, dropped his controller or something, I don't know. Or maybe he had to, like, leave or whatever, I don't know. The guy's just not moving. I'm also in fourth place. For once. There's actually people behind me, holy crap. Oh shit, look at that Lambo. Speaking of Lamborghinis, I actually looked on the game wiki earlier and I found the Lamborghini that I was telling about in the other episode. That was great grammar, but yeah, I found the Lamborghini that I believe I had as a child, or played with as a child. It can be found in Los Angeles, and it's basically skinnier than the other models, and I think its default color is yellow, which would make sense because the toy that I had was yellow, and, you know, it kind of makes sense, right? Default yellow for the car, and yellow coloring for the, whatchamacallit, for the toy. So I believe I have indeed found my Lambo. Oh! Holy frickin' crap. What a series of shitty events. My goodness. Huh. Maybe the guy in last place was the host and he just, like, lagged out or quit or something. Oh, hey. I think cars just passed. Oh, there they go. I thought it was the street before that. Anyway, what? Oh, okay. I thought the architecture on that building was, like, really weird for a second, but it's pretty normal. Anyway, a little something I wanted to talk about while I have the time, and I'm just racing here. I've been trying to find, like, I don't know, stuff to talk about during videos instead of just, like, instead of just going on about, like, almost nothing. Trying to, you know, improve my commentary game, because otherwise, you know, how's my channel gonna grow? You get better, and your sub count gets better, and people like you better. More or less. Kind of how it works. I mean, it's not what it's all about, but, you know what I'm saying, right? Anyway, today in the news, Jon Stewart is leaving The Daily Show at the end of the year. Little history behind me in The Daily Show, sort of. Every once in a while I watch it with my dad, but the big thing for me was The Colbert Report, the kind of series that ran side to side with The Daily Show. I've watched The Colbert Report since early in 2010. I remember the first thing I watched about the show was their report on the BP oil spill. That was like March of 2010. Almost 5 years ago now, right? 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Yeah, 5 years ago. Okay. I can't count at this hour. It's too late to count. But yes, I'm kind of surprised that Jon Stewart's retiring. I thought he had like another 8 or so years left in him. I guess he's just getting a little bit burnt out. I mean, he's been doing it for like... He's been doing it for 16 years, but I figured... I don't know, I just figured he was kind of the guy who just stayed put and wouldn't leave until he retired. Like, a lot of people in the late night business, you know, move up a peg once someone above them retires. Like, you know, Jimmy Fallon started with his own thing and then took over The Tonight Show. David Letterman moved from like a mild show on NBC to the big leagues on CBS. I just kind of figured Jon Stewart would just, you know, be at Comedy Central until he retired, but... Well, I mean, he is, obviously. I'm not sure if he's gonna get another show or not. If you ask me, he probably won't, but... Point is, he retired younger than I would have figured. And, I mean, this isn't really, like, the biggest news for me, like... This would be pretty bad news if I were a bigger fan of The Daily Show and not The Colbert Report, because Colbert is going to be doing, you know, his thing on CBS, which is definitely going to be different from The Colbert Report, unfortunately, and it's probably not going to be as funny, unfortunately, but, I mean, it's still him, he's still doing the same kind of work, so that's definitely good. And speaking of good, the person in first place is, like, level 9,000. which is pretty damn good in the world of the crew. Also, there's like no lights on those, and they're making it look like there are. There's no lights like on the inside. Yeah, I hope Mr. Stewart has an enjoyable, pleasant retirement. I hope Mr. Colbert has a nice vacation. Nice, long, healthy, family-filled 9-month vacation. The Colbert Report is just like such a big part of my life, and I just really hope, you know, the Late Show with Stephen Colbert can be like, I don't think it's gonna be great. Like, the format is more restrictive than the Colbert Report, if you ask me. I feel like the Colbert Report and the Comedy Central format, they have more room for quality, and the stuff on the major networks is a little more restrictive in that regard. But what the hell's going on here? Oh my god. Someone going up there confused the shit out of me, and I just got wiped the heck out. Wow. But anyway, talking something about the Daily Show. Yeah, I'm just really hoping that the Late Show with Stephen Colbert won't be a disappointment. I hope it'll be like solid and strong. I'm hoping it'll be less like Halo ODST and more like Halo Reach. At least that's what I've gathered from people talking about Halo. So I've not played Halo myself. Well, I've played a little bit of Halo 2 co-op, but that was a few years ago, and the Xbox Live was, you know, gone. So, it wasn't really the same, as you probably, you know, can figure. If I ever get an Xbox One, I would definitely like to get Halo Master Chief Collection. Hopefully by then the multiplayer works. But I just figured Halo was a series I would always... Oh dear lord. That was literally the biggest screw-up I've ever had in multiplayer. But yeah, I've always figured that Halo is a series that I haven't played but would really I should just stop playing. I'm too tired. I'm too chatty. I figured Halo was a series that I haven't played but would really enjoy if I did, you know? It's kind of like, I don't know, not Schrodinger's cat. That's not quite what I'm looking for. Yeah, it's just kind of like a gem waiting to... It's kind of like a treasure chest waiting to be opened. I feel like that's just kind of what the Halo series is to me. I haven't really touched it, but once you do, I feel like good things are going to come out of it. That's all I have to talk about for Halo. What else can I talk about? I talked about, like, the Colbert Report, talked about the Daily Show. There's been a lot of changes in the late night. Oh my god. That got me stuck. Are you freaking serious? Holy freaking balls. Yeah, there've been, like, a lot of changes in the late night scene lately. You know, Jay Leno retired. Seth Meyers came into the game. David Letterman's retiring. Craig Kilborn is stepping down because CBS doesn't really feel like he's a strong enough host, or his ratings aren't good enough and all that. I remember a few months before he announced that he was stepping down, that, like, you know, he said CBS wasn't really pleased with how the show was performing. And definitely looks that way. Once he announced his little... He announced he'd be leaving, back in, like, what, September? October? I don't know. Anyway. Now that my throat feels like it's bleeding, I'm gonna try one more race, and, I'm gonna try one more race and hope that fits in the video. It probably will. Hopefully it's not like a 32 checkpoint race, you know? And if it is, hopefully these OP Lambos finish quickly, so I can finish quickly as well. Because of the 30-second rule. Man, my throat, holy crap. So yeah, there's been a lot of, you know, changes in late night lately. CBS's shows are being shuffled around, NBC's shows were shuffled around, now Comedy Central shows are getting shuffled around, and it seems like, you know, ABC is not doing much different. They still just got Jimmy Kimmel and pretty much nothing else, and he's been there since 2003, I think, so 12 years. I don't think he's going anywhere. He's going to be there for a while, if you ask me. Then there's Conan. He's probably pretty good where he is now. I don't think any big network would take him at the moment. Like, I don't mean to say that like against him, but I just feel like they're looking for bigger people to take, you know? Like, Stephen Colbert got a really big following. Conan has a pretty sizable following, but not really like Colbert. Colbert has like a really good, really noticeable trademark / uniqueness to him, and Conan, he does too. Conan's typically pretty popular with like the younger crowd. Colbert is too, but Colbert just kind of trumps all in that situation. I could swear I've seen that car in GTA Online, and regular GTA. Alright, so 19 flags, that's probably not really a bad amount. I think this track is pretty straightforward. I think we played this earlier. And in the last couple episodes. Yeah, I did this. Woo! Almost hit that tree over there in the last episode. I guess I'm pretty sure it was the last episode. Oh my god. That really didn't count as a... that sign. That didn't count as a crash, really? That's surprising. But yeah, I think Conan's probably going to be staying put for a while. And there's FX. They had some stuff with Russell Brand and Karuma Bell or whatever. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to get back in the late night game or not. I feel like they're a pretty good network to do late night. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity there, but they only made use of it like for a short while, and they didn't make like their full potential of it. They didn't use it to like the biggest extent that they could have. I feel like they should get some like bigger people on there on FX. Like I don't know, who would be a good actor to join late night on, or I don't know, on FX? I have no idea. I guess I'll have to think about that. Who could host a late night show on FX? I'm also interested to see if Fox ever, the main Fox network, ever gets into the business of late night. Well, I think because of legal reasons, they can't at the moment. But, you know, we'll see. Just messing around with my thumbstick at this point. Anyway, I think I've exhausted all my topics on, or all my conversational skills on late night. What else can I talk about for another 8 checkpoints? No, another 9 or so checkpoints. I guess I could talk about my yellow Lamborghini that I'm gonna get. I think the yellow Lambo is like, I actually don't know how much money it is, but I definitely think I'm gonna have enough, like, once I go to buy it in Los Angeles. And I'm pretty sure I know, like, I don't remember what exact kind of toy it was that I had as a kid, but I remember that it was, like, kind of skinny and yellow, and the other Lamborghinis, there's 4 different Lamborghinis in this game. One of them looks really weird, and I know that's not the Lambo I was looking for. The other 2 seemed kind of fat, and one of them was made in the year 2011. A lot later, like after I played with the yellow Lambo toy of mine, / the one that belonged to my daycare, but anyway, then there's the second one that was a decent contender, but its default color wasn't yellow, and it was a little bit fatter than I was looking for, and I looked at the third one, it was a decently skinny yellow Lambo, and I was like, considering the default color and the skinniness, I'm pretty sure this is my Lamborghini that I'm looking for, so I'm gonna buy that, like, once I get around to it. Oh, jeez. And I'll probably do a couple episodes with it. We'll have to see. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you later. I just realized the time's up.